Hello everybody and welcome to another WorldBox video. Today we are going to have some nerds and some jocks fight. And what that means is the nerds are going to be given genius, but they're also going to be given weak. And the jocks are going to be given strong, but they're also going to be given stupid. We're just playing out the high school stereotype, even though that's not really how it goes in the real world. So we got genius and weak tick. And now let's go ahead and give this to the nerds. Okay, the nerds should all have that now, and now we are going to give strong, but we're going to give stupid to the jocks. Now, my thought is that the nerds are going to win this one, and that is because I think the genius trait is better to start a nation off with, and not every child has the traits that the parent has, not even many of them do, so I think it's going to give them a head start on their kingdom, but we'll see if I'm right. Interestingly enough, both the nerds and the jocks have lost most of their population, likely due to the desert landscape, but they have enough grasslands here as well that they can populate just fine. I don't know what they're doing. There we go. Now the nerds are starting to populate, but the jocks are still having a hard time. I think they'll come back, but they're just gonna need a second. The nerds are doing a pretty good job getting towards the top of the map as well now. The jocks are also expanding little bit by little bit, and they do seem to be following the little grass lines, which makes sense to me, and it seems those areas are significantly better to build upon. The desert is just really bad in this game. It's also really hard to sustain an early civilization in the desert in real life. The nerds have almost entirely filled in their side of the map, but I think their population is going to get a lot higher still because they just finished this. But I am going to let the jocks finish their side as well. That does not mean the nerds will not get an advantage. They have more time to develop weapons and things like that, and because they have more population, that means they will develop those things significantly faster than the jocks will. Okay, the jocks have kind of stalled on population, and so have the nerds. So I am going to get this battle started. They've pretty much taken over their whole area, but they don't want this one patch down here as well. Not sure why. We'll figure it out. All right, the paths are opened. Now they can declare war whenever they want or whenever they don't want. There we go. Now the nerds want to declare war, and the only possible nation they could declare war on is the jocks. It's the only other nation. All right, they didn't do anything too tactically here, and it looks like the jocks are going to get to make the first real move. Let's turn the speed down on this to 5 times. Okay, it looks like both nations have developed bows. That is good. These guys just have wood bows, and this guy is actually from the green side, but he's stupid. And let's see, this guy, and this guy has a wood bow as well, but he's from the pink side, and he's wise. That kind of shows how the traits dissipate through the years, but the nerds definitely have a lot more population than the jocks do. Let's see who wins this battle. It looks like the nerds are treading into the jocks' ground ever so slightly. They aren't taking over any land yet, and I wouldn't say they're winning yet, but they are making their way through the gap, and it seems a lot of the jocks' army actually hasn't made it anywhere near the wall yet, although the same for the nerds too. Ooh, they're making more ground actually. Maybe they are winning this, and I think a large reason of why they're winning this is they're shooting arrows over the wall over here. Meanwhile, these guys are just shooting arrows at these guys who are flooding in over here. You can even see over here, there's definitely more guys with bows on the nerds side. Maybe that's how they developed faster. They both got wood bows, but these guys got less wood bows. And bows are really strong in this game. And it looks like they're trying to take over this little village down here. It doesn't seem to have many people in it, but that would be a decisive victory so far of the first battle. Okay, they're claiming up top as well, and it looks like they successfully claimed this down here, although it didn't really have many people left in it. And the jocks are losing population. The nerds are also a little bit down population, but it's really not that much. The jocks just do not have many armies left. They got these leaders left, but then you look at the rest of their people, and they're all just children, or the armies have like 5 people in them. And then you see the nerds, and their armies have thousands upon thousands of people. Now, does this mean this would go this way in real life? No. Was this game probably made by a nerd? Almost certainly yes. It's a video game at the end of the day, right? But it's just so much fun to watch. You can't look away. Oh, and they claimed that town right there. Now, the jocks are losing quite a bit of population. The nerds are gaining quite a bit of population, and the nerds are making their way in. I think we know how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna skip us down to the end. And look at all these fighting signs. They're fighting in every which area. The jocks are down to 200 population left, and their little village down here just got completely obliterated. All of the houses is burned down. Okay, this is the final village right up here. Who do you think's gonna win? I think we know at this point. Wow, that is just thousands of troops heading in there. This is a little bit overkill. We got one jock left. He's gotta go down. There he goes. And that is it. The nerds have won the war of nerds versus jocks. If you like this video, make certain to subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye.